So as you see, I got the blocks out and I'm going to be doing some block snatches, some block clean and jerks, and that will most likely be it. I did quite a lot of squatting yesterday, or at least at a heavy intensity with that 220, and then did some pulls as well as some presses. So I kind of covered all of my bases as far as strength work goes. So today is going to be, weightlifting focused work. I haven't done blocks yet this week, so I've been wanting to add them in. And the goal today is to potentially hit a double or triple at a 110. If I was able to do 110 for 2 to 3 reps, 3 being ideal because that's what I was missing from the floor, then that would obviously be good. If I'm able to do that and the triple feels really good, I'm moving really well, I might push a little bit above that. But then as far as clean jerks go, I think I'll most likely, I don't really want to put a number on the clean jerks because they always feel terrible from the blocks, but I would like to push those pretty aggressively as well. I would say maybe that 125, how I did a 1 + 1 × 2 from the floor. If I could do that same thing for the blocks, honestly, it'll probably be more difficult for the blocks because the clean is more difficult. But I have to do a shorter session again today. I probably could have got here a little bit earlier, but I was just relaxing and stuff. And I do have a meeting thing that I want to try to go to. So I got about a solid 45-50 minutes of training that I can do, which would be more than enough for 2 exercises. There's also the chance too, if I'm really everything's feeling really good in the block snatches, that I'll push up just to do heavy singles with those. But I think if they're feeling normal, then I'll probably just try to do some repetitions and try to build the volume with that. But I've been getting quite a lot of snatch volume this week. So if I did singles on this, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But I want to do good reps. I want them to feel good regardless of whatever weight I do. And same with the clean jerks. I just want them to move well and correctly. But we won't waste too much time in the preamble of this. We'll get warming up the bar, get my shoes on, get the wraps on, all that good stuff, and get working. So hopefully we just do some good work today. I don't really want to put a lot of I want to do heavy intensity or I kind of that 110. I think I'll definitely be able to get to that, but we'll just see how the workout goes. So we'll just get rocking, we'll get rolling, and hopefully my nose doesn't get running too much. I think the caffeine does actually do quite a good job when you take pre-workout of staving back symptoms of having a cold. So hopefully that doesn't get too bad. I don't feel really any more sick than I did yesterday. Just a really mild cold, and it's mostly just a little bit of nasal congestion and a little bit of a sore lymph node, which it's still sore just on the one side, which is kind of unique. So let's get working, get rocking, get rolling, and then get rolling out of the house to the meeting. But that's it for the preamble. Talk to you all at the end of the video. So I'm going to plan on this being a 2-part workout as well. As you saw, I went pretty crazy on the snatches, and the 125 was so frustrating because I felt as each rep that I was doing it a little bit slightly better. I felt if I just got it back a little bit more, it would happen on the 4th one. And finally, if I would have done the first one, it would have felt super easy. So I tried 130 twice. It wasn't really close on either one, just didn't have the energy or the speed on it. But I'm glad to kind of get the monkey off my back of 125 again. And now hopefully as I continue with these sessions from the high blocks, I'm able to get back up to 125 and do what I did on the first one, because now I have that kinesthetic feel of it, getting it back in my hip and finishing correctly. And when I do, it just pops right into the right spot. And if I can do it on the first one, then I'll have enough energy to obviously attempt more. But based on how the fourth one looked, I definitely think that I have plenty of strength to do the rep. It's just the technical thing of just finishing the rep. And I want to build off that momentum. Like I'm annoyed. I'm not really annoyed that I missed 130 twice. I'm glad I even had the confidence to try it twice. But when I come back from the meeting thing tonight, I want to do some block clean jerks. So I'm going to strip the weight off, leave the blocks here, and come back out. It'll be pretty late. Might be pretty cold. And depending on how bad I feel, or if I'm really tired, it might just be like push presses or something. But I want to definitely do some clean jerk work. But it's like 7:15 right now, so I want to get to the meeting and not be too late for it, because it should be pretty interesting. But that's it for this first half. So I guess I'll talk to you in the second half of the workout when I come back. Pretty high intensity, but once I started moving the bar and moving some weight, I felt like I was like, I'm definitely going to be cooking some weights with this. And I just obviously I always go overboard, but what are you gonna do? But I'll talk to you in the second half of the video when I get back from the meeting. Peace. Well, I convinced myself to come back out after getting back from the meeting, but it's kind of cold and my left knee is kind of sore at this point. So I think the plan, or I know the plan, is going to be to do, I guess you can call it a power clean, but I'm just going to do pressing like I did yesterday. But instead of doing repetitions like I did yesterday, we're just going to go up to whatever heavy single has to be, or whatever heavy single can be, I should say, because it is getting quite cold. And thankfully, tomorrow's supposed to be warmer, and hopefully that trend just kind of generally continues. But, when the temperature is, well, today was kind of cold in general, but like obviously at night it drops down. So in this kind of springtime, you kind of have to deal with that. But do some pressing. We'll just jump up and to see whatever I can hit for a single, and hopefully the cleans feel all right. I'm not going to put my weightlifting shoes on. I'm just going to wear my regular shoes for this, because I'm not too worried about it. But let's get some work in and then get in and make sure, because like I could spend a lot of time out here re-warming up and like do a clean and jerk or whatever, but I feel like that's just going to be too much of a detriment, or too much time really too, to get to that point of warming up to be ready for that. And it's going to be too late at night, when the other thing I have to keep in mind is obviously sleep, but also just eating enough nutrition. Because I think that's one reason why my training this last week or so has been really good, is like I've been trying to eat a lot, really focusing on that too. Not that I necessarily take that off as a focus, but it's something that does come and go, because my appetite's not really the best, but it's also because I eat so much generally that like I'm never really that hungry, and I have a pretty good I can be hungry and be fine. Obviously, if I'm at home, it's easier to like, I'm hungry, I'm going to go eat something. But if I'm in the middle of a work day and teaching, like if I'm hungry, it just doesn't bother me at all. And it's something that as I get into the summer months, it's usually when I'm able to just eat throughout the day, which is usually, obviously ideal for that. But no more time to waste, because it's cold and it's like 9:15. So we'll do some pressing, probably be about out here for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, depending on how quickly I get up to pressing. Assuming nothing feels wonky with that, then we'll go in and eat my brains out until I have to go to bed. So let's get to it. I saw that my little connector thing was disconnected a little bit. I think that was after I took it out after the last clip. So hopefully there's audio for there. If not, I basically just talked about that it's kind of later and colder at night. So I just want to do some presses. But as you saw, I got up to 95 here and missed it the first time. And I really just got out of position. And I was actually pretty close to being able to grind it out. I was just too far forward on that first one. As you saw, I stepped forward and still was trying to fight it for a second. But on the second one, still was obviously extremely hard. But it's 95% of my best of 100. And I don't know how strict that was, if it's bouncing around or whatever. I'm not too worried about that because I really view like the important part is, you know, it gets stuck and I'm able to, you know, finish the rep. That's kind of the money of the overhead press, or at least for difficult ones. So happy I came out and did that. I'm going to go and eat a bunch of food now, try to get caught up on editing. It's really kind of a hectic time of, I guess you could really just say, of life. So I'm trying to stay as caught up on editing and stuff. So I apologize, you know, to not have as frequent upload as my goal, which is every day, because I train every day, or at least 99% of the time. So I try to be as consistent with my uploads as I am with my training. But obviously the priority is the actual training and not the videos of it. But to me, you know, they kind of go hand in hand a lot of the time. So if you made it this far, I appreciate it. Hopefully for the next, you know, I don't know how long, but hopefully I'm back to this normal routine of if I'm going to talk before and after, I don't have to do all these breaks in between or whatever. But either way, productive session, productive 2 sessions, I guess you can call it. But happy to get that 125 finally on the black snatch. Always happy to press 95 because now that's becoming like a heavy single with my pressing number, which is really good. Because for, you know, forever that was a number I couldn't even press, like 93 kilograms. I think even like a year or two ago was like a PR, just strict press. And now I'm able to do, you know, 95 on a semi-regular basis. And obviously, you know, I've increased my strict press to 100. So I'm hoping that obviously strict press can go up forever, just like all the other lifts. But as you know, that's not typically how it works. But we go in, eat a bunch of food, try to sleep, and get some editing done. So, well, I guess I'd probably edit then sleep because that probably wouldn't be conducive to a school day tomorrow. But anywho, I'll talk to you all in the next video, and I hope you all have a great day. Peace.